Hi, this is Joe Fenney. Thank you for tuning in for how to install vinyls on a vehicle. The tools that you're going to need is a roll of paper towels, a bottle of window cleaner, a roll of blue painter's tape, a vinyl installer. It's a squeegee type tool. If you don't have one of these, you can use a credit card and put 4 or 5 layers of tape over the credit card so it won't scratch the vinyl. The tool would work the best, but this is good also for getting out bubbles later if you don't have the tool. A pair of scissors and a tape measure. So what you'd like to, what would be a good thing to do is to wash the window first, and then you go ahead and, which I've already done before we started because that's kind of an easy process. You don't need to see that tape. What you want to do is take the vinyl. This is the beautiful Beth Moore vinyl, and you take off about 3 inches of it. It's just basically a peel and stick. And excuse the quality of this video also. It's just taken from my camera, and my 10-year-old son Christian is taking the video. So he's not a cameraman, but he plays one on YouTube. And so you take about 3 inches and then you cut it down right here. And Miss Chris, I'm so sorry. These scissors are from the youth wing, but I promise you I will return them. So here we go. You can go ahead and just tear that. And it's about 3 inches. You just tear the top of it off. And it's not tearing straight, of course. This is just about, and then you just, this is just trash. You go ahead, the center of it is the way you can determine the center. I can do it because it's right about here, but you want to go ahead, you can fold it inward like this with the sticky side out, and then you just put a little crease in there like that, and it will crease the exact center of it. On most vehicles, there is a something in the center. There's either an antenna, I have an antenna up here on top, or the brake on many of them. And there's also the lines for the defroster on the back. And so you want to be able to follow that. It won't be a perfectly straight across because all windows are curved as far as the back windows. I've only come across one that is not curved. So you want to go ahead and center it. You could use a tape measure if you'd like to do that. You want to center it and use it's on one of the defroster lines, and since it's curved, it's going to be a little below this other defroster, and then a little below on this side. So you go ahead and you just flatten that out with your hand, and this is definitely more curved than most of them. We're fighting the wind a little bit here, so bear with me. Then you want to take the tape, your blue painter's tape, and put it across here like this, so it will stay on. When you take it, you can see the wrinkles in here, and this is a very forgiving medium. So when we do go ahead and peel it off, you'll see we peel it up, put it back down, peel it up, put it back down until it's perfect if we have to do that. And so what you want to do is after you put your tape on, you want to take this up and then peel off and take about half of this off. If you want to go from the center out is the best way to do that on the curved windows. And so you basically just tear this like this, and then, see, we're fighting the wind here a little bit, so, and then take your spatula and squeegee spatula, excuse me, I'm messing up on the names here apparently, and you want to work from the center out. So when you center out, top down, so you want to go ahead and do this, and it'll curve around with the window. When you work from the center out, it'll curve around with the window and you won't get any bubbles in it. So it's basically just curving out on the window, and you just take your time doing this. It may be a little more curvy on yours, a little more bubbly, but you can take your hand, you see right here, there's a little bubbles, and you just take your spatula and it'll flatten right out. There's some more right there. And it is important that you wash the window beforehand, because if you don't wash the window beforehand, you're going to, it will peel up. Maybe not at first, but within a couple days it will peel up. And so you just want to come over here and reverse the process of what we just did on the other side. And again, you want to work from the center out, from the top down. So you want to peel off the back here. Oops. Peel off the back. And then take your tool here. Again, it's a curved window, so top down, center out, and you want to push it down with your squeegee, or your, what do you call it, buddy?
Yeah, squeegee.
Squeegee. And again, the tools are a lot easier to use. And do you see how it's buckling up? Because it is a curved window, but the one thing, this does stretch out a little bit, so it will lay flat and it will look fine when you get it done like that. And so you take the edges that way. You want to back up a little bit, buddy, please. So you can see you can see there's a little bubbles on this side. And you just push it out. Remember, center out, top down. So it'll curve with the window. And so I don't actually, using the sun here, you could kind of see if there are any bubbles, and I have a couple in here, and they flatten right out with this tool, and then the installation is complete. Thank you very much. So if you'd like to tune in for our next one, we're going to show how to remove it, and then you could actually remove it from one vehicle and put it on another, but you do want to make sure you don't stretch it out when you do that. So thanks for tuning in.